Hello, hello, hello. This is Smurf Mary Ann talking. Bill, you want to say to this wonderful tape recorder here with the Smurfy voices on it? No, what?
I don't.
You don't what?
That's right, I don't.
How about you, Karen? You have anything to say on this Smurfy tape recorder?
Smurfy tape recorder.
Louder, we can't hear you over here.
Smurfy tape recorder. I've never heard of it.
You never heard of what?
A Smurfy tape recorder.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Tape recorder.
What?
What's a Smurfy tape recorder?
It's a tape recorder that has Smurfy voices on it.
How could it have Smurfy voices on it?
I don't know, I asked Greg. He knows how to
I thought the tape had Smurfy voices on it.
Well, the tape recorder contains the tape. That's what it is.
What are you doing?
Hey, redo it. Redo it.
Redo what?
This is great. Redo this thing. Yeah,
Sorry.
We gotta talk. We gotta talk slow, so on the tape we can understand what we're saying.
It is?
What?
What? Let's talk about
Oh,
slowly.
yeah, read that.
The Apple War.
I love this.
The Apple War? Okay. Wait, no.
So, tape recorder.
Written and illustrated by Bernice Myers.
Eggs. I know somebody whose name is Travis Myers.
They're my apples, said King Sam. It's my tree, said King Oscar. But, said King Sam, the branches hang over my land. The apples are on the branches of my tree, and my tree stands on my land, shouted Oscar. The apples may be on your tree, but they fall on my land, said King Sam, so the apples are mine. They are not, said King Oscar. They are, shouted King Sam. R, said King Sam. This means war, and I mean war. I'm ready anytime, said King Oscar. How's June 5th, asked King Sam. It falls on Monday. Suits me fine. See you then. Time passed, and the morning of June 4th, King Sam called William. Find out if King Oscar is ready for our war tomorrow. But, King, you can't have a war tomorrow. It's your birthday, said William. You're right, I forgot, the king said, but I can't call off a war at the last minute. It wouldn't be polite. Besides, a promise is a promise. What about the party you always have? I've already invited everyone to come, puffed William. King Sam was upset. He wanted to keep his promise, but he didn't know what to do. I know, he said. I'll hide. A king doesn't hide, said William. I'll run away. A king never runs away. Then I'll say I'm sick, or I broke a leg, or my mother won't let me. But William wasn't listening. He was thinking. I have it, William said suddenly. Fight the war first, and then have the party, or have the party and then the war. Wonderful, wonderful, said King. I'll have the party and then the war. No, the war and then the party, war. Oh, I can't make up my mind now. I'm going to sleep. I can think better in the morning. Next day, when King Sam awoke, he once began to think. He walked back and forth and around and around. Sometimes he waved his arms in the air. At last, he made up his mind. I'll fight the war first and have the rest of the day for my party. He put on his armor, jumped on his horse, and rode off towards the battlefield. His army was there, waiting for his command. Charge! He shouted.
Can I read some of that?
Hey, wait, stop! Hold, it's me! Called William, riding up to the king.
You have the war first. There might not be anyone left to come to your party. You're right, I never thought of that, said King Sam. So we'll have the party first, and then the war. King Oscar was signaling from the other side of the battlefield. And then King Sam waved back. We'll fight this afternoon, Oscar. First we're going to have my party. And right there in the middle of the battlefield, tables were set, and everyone began to eat and sing. And eat, and talk, and eat, and eat. And they were having such a good time that no one wanted to fight anymore. You're still mad, asked King Sam? No, you're mad, asked King Oscar. Me, mad? Why should I be mad, asked King Sam. Then what were we going to fight about, asked King Oscar. I can't remember, asked King Sam. With that, the two kings looked at each other and began to laugh. So did the armies. Pay us a visit sometime, said King Sam. I'm having a cookout tomorrow. Why don't you bring your wife and kids? Maybe I will, said King Oscar. Say, I like the way your armor shines. What college do you use?
chord level up there would belong. The artist Basil E. of Sussex, England, has been called outstanding and wild portraits of his generation, perhaps this century. He is widely regarded as Europe's most distinguished bird artist. Indeed, the authority of his style and his distinction of his work has profoundly influenced the way birds are portrayed by artists throughout the world, period.
The Signature Edition. The first edition of this collection will be a special signature edition. Each collector's plate in this limited edition will bear Basil Eads' signature on the back in 24-karat gold. Boy. This signature will appear only on the plates in this first edition. Oh boy, they have pictures of the wood duck and the Canada goose. Oh, how pretty. Oh, how pretty. Oh, how pretty. Pretty.
Try that first, Stevie.
The water bird's plates. The plates will be large in size, 9 inch in diameter, to provide full scope for Eads' finely detailed portrayals of water birds in the natural habitat. They will be crafted under the supervision of Franklin Porcelain in Japan by craftsmen schooled in the delicate, demanding art of the fine porcupine. Franklin Porcelain has devoted more than 2 years to meticulous preparation for the ensues of these plates, and every detail will be the highest quality. You have something to say, Sam? Sounds like thunder. Okay, that's good.
Yep.
WZOK with Franky and the Knockouts, and you're my sweetheart. Good afternoon, 219 coming back with Pat Benetar.
Big, huge, fantastic, incredible, fabulous.
These words get used a lot when someone's describing a sale. Maybe they need bombastic adjectives to get us to listen, because the words could be the only thing they're really giving away. But when Berman's the leather experts have a sale, like our big pre-holiday Bonanza leather sale, you know you're going to get more than just words. At Berman's...
Not surprisingly, the convention delegates have approved the entire party platform, and that includes the controversial planks against abortion and the ERA. I'm Karen Gray, American FM Radio.
Because this is radio, we can't show you what Cheech and Chong do in their new film. And because innocent children might be listening, we can't tell you what they do either. But we can let you hear it.
Shake 'em, you won't break 'em.
Cheech and Chong's next movie. The Chaos starts Friday at a theater near you. Check Friday's newspapers for theaters and showtimes. From Universal Pictures. Rated R. Under 17. Not admitted without parent.
This is Gene King for your Better Business Bureau. Have you ever tried to return or exchange merchandise unsuccessfully? You may be surprised to learn that no store is obligated to accept items for refund unless they're defective or misrepresented in some way. Actually, exchanges, returns for credit, and refunds are services that some stores choose to provide you. So it's up to you to find out and understand each store's policy regarding returns. A tip from your Better Business Bureau.
Now, whether or not Ronald Reagan asked Gerald Ford today to be his running mate seems to depend on whom you ask. In public, Reagan says he didn't offer former President Ford the job, but ABC News has learned he did. However, Ford turned it down and suggested he pick a moderate to balance out the ticket. The moderate most often named is George Bush, but it's generally known that Reagan doesn't like Bush that much and probably would rather pick someone else. John Van Regenmorter is a so-called pro-life delegate to the Detroit Convention. He says his forces don't want Bush chosen either because Bush is not against abortion.
We feel very strongly that there are many Democratic voters who are strongly pro-life, who feel disenfranchised in the Democratic Party during 1980. And we feel very strongly that enough of these Democratic voters could very well switch over cross parties in this presidential election if they receive an unmixed signal from the Republican Party.
Meanwhile, Reagan says he hasn't made up his mind about a running mate. Some parts of the South and Southwest have been baking in over 100-degree heat for over 3 weeks now. Still no relief in sight. ABC's Jim Hickey has a report from St. Louis.
The temperature in St. Louis topped 107 degrees today, a record for this city. The killing heat wave has now caused more than 660 deaths throughout the Midwest, 180 in Missouri alone, the highest of any state. Missouri's share of federal disaster aid is $500,000, but Governor Joe Teasdale says that's not enough. Red Cross shelters have been set up in several cities, but many of the most affected, poor and elderly, who fear vandalism, are refusing to leave their unair-conditioned homes. Meteorologists predict the heat wave will continue for at least 2 more weeks. Jim Hickey, ABC News, St. Louis.
More indictments today in the Abscam bribery scandal. Florida Congressman Richard Kelly, one of those accused on bribery and conspiracy charges. Kelly has admitted accepting cash from FBI agents, but he said he was conducting his own investigation because he thought they were shady characters. That's the news. I'm Karen Gray on the American FM Radio Network, a service of ABC News.
It's 5 minutes after the hour of 9 o'clock at FM 105 WYBR, taking a look at what's happening out at the ballparks this evening. In the third inning, Milwaukee 2, Baltimore 0. After 3.5, the Chicago White Sox lead the Texas Rangers 1-0. And, of course, that final, Los Angeles 6, Chicago Cubs 2. Sad day for the Cubs fans. Be back with a look at Rockford area weather after this for Family Darriette.
Golf course at the Family Darriette at 2215 Harrison Avenue. The Family Darriette, your summertime family fun place for mini putt golf and some of the best ice cream and sandwich treats this side of Rockford.
Very warm and humid air continues across northern Illinois at the present time. Out to the west of us, a rather strong weather system causing numerous severe thunderstorms now across portions of western Iowa and Minnesota, western Wisconsin. That activity will be moving eastward. Give us a pretty good chance for some thunderstorms Wednesday morning. Out ahead of that, though, a warm, humid night under partly cloudy skies. Overnight low of only 75 degrees. Hot, humid day again on Wednesday, a high of 93. Scattered showers and thunderstorms developing during the day on Wednesday. Following that, turning a little cooler and less humid for Thursday with highs in the 80s. So a very warm and humid night, low of 75. Hot tomorrow with thunderstorms. This is meteorologist Dave Trask at WYBR.
Thank you, Dave. Current temperature is 87 degrees at FM 105 WYBR.
Hello?
Can you save it on tape now? Yeah. Without blowing it? I can always stop. He's holding his ears there?
Last you can do?